Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on Morgan County's B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Tonight from Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan, it is a Patriot League girls contest to start out the night, 4A. Good evening, everyone. Brian Nickel along with Corey Riddle here at the gymnasium. Christy Creighton for us back at the studios tonight. Mustangs come in at 5-6 overall, 0-2 in league play. The Weld Central girls, they come in at 3-7 overall, 0-2 in league play. They're averaging just 34.8 points a game, giving up 40. Mustangs are averaging 44 points a game and giving up 43. Mustangs, as I said, are 0-2. Their two league losses are to Eaton and University. But, Corey, I think we're going to get a win tonight, I believe. Just by the records and by the number of points it looks like, I think Fort Morgan will come out on top tonight.
I would agree with that. Like you were saying, with Weld Central 3-7 are all overall, and the Mustangs 5-6, that I would think it's going to be a pretty good game. And the Mustangs just watch their turnovers and stuff, and watch for get those defensive and offensive rebounds. Just play their hearts out tonight, and I think they can walk away with tonight with a nice win. So that'll be nice to see.
Yeah, and we're going to have the national anthem, so we will send it back to the studio. We'll be back with the Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on Morgan County's B106. So we'll get some starting lineups here for you. Those starting lineups are brought to you by, Morgan Community College. Start your associate degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more. Okay. For the Rebels, it is, senior Gracie Weber. They just shut the lights out now. I can't see what I'm seeing. And along with, senior Holly Cook, senior Jacelyn Mota, and Torrin Anderson did not have a grade on her. For the Fort Morgan Mustangs tonight, it will be Brooklyn Coffin, a sophomore, starting, followed by senior, Shailene Ramirez, Charlotte Marquez, a sophomore for the Mustangs, along with senior Bella Phillips and sophomore Ava Taylor. I know at one time a couple of weeks ago, I know Ava was leading, or not leading, but she was like 7th in the state in all classifications in block shots per game. So we'll see if that continues tonight.
I think we're going to be in for a pretty good game tonight. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think they'll come out of this pretty good. The opening tip-off is brought to you by Bailey Mechanical. When your temperature is not quite right, call your local Lennox dealer, Bailey Mechanical, at 970-522-0471. Ava Taylor will jump for the Mustangs, and she will be going up against Riley Phelps. I guess that was the other starter for the... And Riley Phelps with the tip for the Rebels. Gracie Weber down on the near side to Holly Cook. Back to Weber out on the high right wing. Over on the far side now to Torrin Anderson. Weber picks up her dribble. Nice block. There's block number 1 by Taylor. Excuse me. Little turnaround shot is going to be up and good at the bucket by Torrin Anderson. Mustangs quickly down the court. Right at the bucket is going to be Bella Phillips, her first 2 points of the night. So the Mustangs answer right back. Now they're going to put on a full court press. Pass down court. Layup is going to be up and no good. It's going to be blocked partially by Ava Taylor. Off the Mustangs and out of bounds. So Rebels to inbounds left baseline of their basket. They get it into Weber. Into the lane. Weber's shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded to Bella Phillips. She hands it off now to Ramirez. Over on the far side to Brooklyn Coffin. Underneath the Phillips. Was touched by one of the Rebels and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Shailene Ramirez gets it in to Marquez. Shailene's three is up and no good, Rebounded though by Marquez. She gets it off to Brooklyn Coffin and she is fouled on the shot. And that foul is going to go on Jocelyn Moda. Be her first. So Coffin will go to the line to shoot too. That's off the side of the rim and no good. Coffin on the year shooting only 46% from the free throw line. 6:36 to go here, first period. 2-2. Next one is off the back of the rim and also no good. Rebounded to Moda. Weber stops and pops for the three off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded, finally taken by the Rebels. They, tipped it around and came away with a rebound. Driving the baseline is Riley Phelps. She's going to kick it back out to Weber, left high wing. Skip pass over to Anderson. Back up top to Cook. Now on the near side to Weber. Pass into the lane to Anderson and then taken away by Charlotte Marquez. Charlotte drives all the way down. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Brooklyn Coffin with the rebound, but her shot was no good. Rebels come away with possession. Three up top, and that is going to be off the backboard and good for Holly Cook. Full court pressure once again up to Bella Phillips. Bella Phillips just needs to go up strong, too strong though, and it comes down into the hands of, they're going to call it jump. That should be to Fort Morgan. Thought maybe they would call a foul on that, but that was rebounded by Riley Phelps. And then Ava Taylor with the tie-up. Mustangs to inbounds left baseline of their basket. Marquez to Brooklyn Coffin, had to run it down. Coffin with possession, being guarded by Weber. Shailene Ramirez now, she's going to drive it down to the right side. She's going to give it off to Bella Phillips, and then it's going to be off of Phillips. It looked like it was going to be off the Rebel girl, but that would be a turnover
for Morgan.
For the Mustangs. Rebels get it across the timeline. Shot, that wasn't a shot, it was a pass taken away.
That was a nice turnover. By
Brooklyn Coffin. Coffin's going to drive it down, tries to go up with it, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two, so she'll go back there where she just missed two. And that foul is going to be on Riley Phelps. Her first, team second. So we'll see if Brooklyn can get the range here. That one's off the back of the rim and no good. So far she's left 3 points just off the board.
A little bit less oomph on the ball.
You just step back just a little bit. That went good. 5-3 Rebels. 4:50 to go here, first period. Mustangs still with the full court pressure. Rebels get the ball up quickly to Moda. Now on the near side to Weber. She's going to drive it in, going to be up and no good, and tipped out of bounds by the Rebels. So possession to the Mustangs. Full court pressure once again by Weld Central. Get it into Charlotte Marquez. Picks up her dribble now to Phillips. Or Bella Phillips, excuse me. Shailene Ramirez. Little layup is going to be up and good. Kind of cleared the way there a little bit. Ties it up at 5. And then a foul on Marquez. She kind of went for the steal and ended up running into Torrin Anderson. So Charlotte Marquez with her first. Mustangs.
Nice block.
Nice block by Ava Taylor.
Huh?
Now it's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Rebels, excuse me, as they will inbound just in front of the Rebel bench. You get it into Shailene Ramirez. Ramirez at the right elbow. Shot is going to be up and good for Ramirez, her second bucket of the night. Mustangs with the lead now, 7-5. Now a foul. I believe that's going to be on Brooklyn Coffin. That will be her first. Team's second, Lauren Swetzik, will come in for Charlotte Marquez. 3:52 to go here, first period, 7-5 Mustangs. Weber on the near side to Anderson. She's going to, underneath, the shot is going to be up and blocked on Anderson's shot. So another turnover by Weld Central. Brooklyn Coffin has the ball stolen from her. Weber drives it down, and then it looks like it was a clean, we're going to call a blocking foul on Shailene Ramirez. Looked like a pretty good block, but I think it was okay up top, but just on the body. So Gracie Weber to go to the line to shoot two. First one is no good. Second free throw bounces around and is no good. Rebounded by Taylor. Mustangs. Shailene loses it for a minute, but gets it back, and then she's going to throw the ball away. She tries to get it into, excuse me, Bella Phillips. On the near side is Gracie Weber, being guarded by Coffin. Little jumper from the right side is going to be up and good by Riley Phelps, excuse me. Seven to 7 now. 2:46. Shailene with a three. Up comes up short. Going to be rebounded on the far side by Phelps. Knocked out of bounds by Coffin, so the Rebels will retain possession. Charlotte Marquez back into the game. She will replace Shailene Ramirez. Shailene in that game, I believe it was against the Academy. She had 7 3-pointers that day. Mustangs with the ball down court, and the Rebels, and they end up throwing it away. So another turnover by Weld Central. The Mustangs up into the front court. Swetzik drives it to the left elbow. Now she's going to get it off to Coffin. Coffin's going to drive it down. Layup is going to be too hard off the backboard. Ava Taylor with the rebound. Charlotte Marquez with a little jumper, going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Marquez. Bounce underneath the Phillips, and she gets the roll. Bella Phillips with her second bucket of the night.
Mustangs holding pretty good here, 9-7.
Just under 2 minutes to go. Pass underneath is going to be up and good, and that looks like that is going to be Tegan Hewa that has come into the game. All tied up at 9, minute 44 to go. Looked like she just put Lauren Swetzik to the floor, and the layup is going to be up and good by Holly Cook. And that is going to be off of Weld Central and out of bounds. Mustangs will inbounds just short of mid-court. Shailene Ramirez will come in for Bella Phillips. 11-9 Rebels. Marquez now. She's going to drive it down. Shot is going to be up and no good, but she is going to be fouled. I believe that is going to be on Jocelyn Mota. That will be Mota's second. So Charlotte Marquez to go to the line to try to get a couple of points. Her free throw bounces off and is no good. Marquez on the year shooting at 57%. Riley Phelps back into the game for Mota. Shot is no good, but into the lane too soon was going to be, Weld Central Rebels. That's going to be Torrin Anderson. So Charlotte Marquez will get a shot at a second free throw. Bends, shoots, and oh, yeah, thought it was going to roll out there for a minute, but it did go in. So Mustangs down 1, 11-10, a minute 23 to go, first period. Ball quickly down court to Riley Phelps. Phelps left-handed layup up and no good, going to be rebounded by Lauren Swetzik. Swetzik to Ramirez on the far side, now to Coffin. Ava Taylor. Bounce pass to Marquez. Tries to get it underneath. Now shot is going to be no shot. I think there was a foul before, and that is going to be on Gracie Weber. That will be her first. Team fourth. Mustangs the inbound right baseline of their basket. They get it into Shailene Ramirez. And she's going to back it out past the three-point line. Now to Taylor at the free throw line. Back to Shailene Ramirez. Under a minute to go. Brooklyn Coffin's going to drive it in. Her layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded. It's going to be a tie-up. And that one will belong to Weld Central. 45.8 seconds to go here in the first period. 11-10 Rebels. As they break that press, they get it down court quickly with Allie Weber. Then that's going to be taken away by the Mustangs. So another turnover by the Rebels. Charlotte Marquez, they're going to call Marquez with the offensive foul.
Looks like she hit her head, maybe.
Or did she? Holding it like she did.
Yeah.
So Marquez with her second. And she will come out into the game now as Kiera Alleman. She's going to come out for a blow, and that is going to be Holly Cook. Mustangs with full court pressure here. Into the hands of Gracie Weber on the far side. Ball's going to be tipped, taken away by the Mustangs. And then a foul will be called on the Rebels, and that will... Who did he call that on? Did he call that on the Mustangs? Okay, got that backwards. I'm trying to see who they... Okay, they did call that on Fort Morgan. Sorry, that is going... No, they're still deciding. I don't know who... Okay, must have been on Shailene Ramirez. So that's the fifth team foul, so they will go to the line to shoot two. I believe that is Gracie Weber at the line. First free throw is up and no good. I can't see the hair on the back of her neck or on her back. Looks like maybe number 2. Maybe it's Elizabeth Blake. Find out here in a minute when she turns around. Free throw is up and no good. It is Elizabeth Blake. She misses both. Layup foul. Shot is going to be no good. Brooklyn Coffin is going to be fouled on the far side. So she will go back to the line to shoot two more, and that foul is going to go on Gracie Weber. That is her second. Free throw is up and no good. So she will get foul shot number 2. That one is up off the side of the rim and no good. Taken by the Rebels. Into the hands now of Riley Phelps. And knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. This first quarter is brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. Gracie Weber into the lane. Now shot on the far side is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Phillips. See if they get a shot off, and they will not at the buzzer. So after one, the Rebels lead your Fort Morgan Mustangs here on Morgan County's B106 by a count of 11-10. We'll be back after this break on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Quarter number 2 is the Mustangs will inbounds. They get it into Brooklyn Coffin. On the near side now to Alleman. Far side to Swessick. I thought she was going to line it up there for a minute, but did not. Coffin will 3 from the corners up and no good off the rim. Going to be rebounded by Hua. As it is Blake that brings it up. Blake to Weber on the fair side now underneath. And that is going to be blocked by Taylor. And then a foul is going to be called on Ava Taylor after the fact. So that will be Taylor's first. Weld Central inbounds left baseline of their basket. It will be Holly Cook to inbounds. Nice job there by Lauren Swessick as she knocks it out of bounds. Rebels will retain possession. 11-10 Rebels. Gracie Weber into the lane to Jocelyn Moda. Another block by Ava Taylor. So turnover.
That's 5-6.
Okay, sounds good. Mustangs on the offense now. Lauren Swessick, and she was tripped, and that will be on Gracie Weber. That'll be her third. So she's going to have to
Watch it.
take a seat. And I think she will come out, and it will be Megan Hopp that will come in. Still 11-10. No scoring here yet in this second period. Lauren Swessick with possession picks up her dribble now. That was over the head of Bella Phillips and into the hands of the Rebels. On the near side now to Cook. Hop back to Cook. Into the middle to Moda. Shot from up at the key is no good. Then a foul is going to be called on the rebound. And that will be on Megan Hopp. That will be her first. Still no points here yet in this second period. 11-10 Weld Central. Coffin over to Swessick on the high left wing. Dribble and now into the corner to Alleman. Back up top to Coffin. Then her pass is going to be taken away underneath. That was headed for Phillips. Now a foul is going to be called on Fort Morgan. And that will be Brooklyn Coffin. That will be her second. Team second, I believe, in this quarter. Megan Hopp over on the far side now to Cook. Cook back to Hopp up at the point. Cook on the far side. Just passing right now, not much dribbling here for Weld Central. The ball goes into the middle and then it's going to be finally taken away. Yep, it's going to be a turnover. Well, is a turnover and Alleman was fouled. I didn't see if that was 20 or 22. They're real good about putting up numbers here, and that is going to be on Jocelyn Moda. That will be her third, so see if she takes a seat. Ava Taylor comes out, Brooklyn Coffin comes out, Shailene Ramirez back in along with Charlotte Marquez. Shailene underneath, and that pass is going to go awry into the hands of Weld Central. Bella Phillips could not contain it. A timeout is going to be taken here by the Weld Central Rebels. We'll just keep it right here. This second quarter is brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more about Sydney Regional Medical Center at sydneyrmc.com.
Well, right now the game is 10-11 Rebels right now, so Mustangs doing a pretty good job holding their own, keeping the score nice and close. The turnovers are for right now is 5 for Mustangs and 6 for Weld Central. So.
Yeah, we're just over 2 minutes here into this period and no score yet in this quarter. So the offenses have kind of gone stagnant here as we get into this second quarter. On the far side is Torn Anderson. Into the middle to Phelps. Phelps underneath. Anderson from the baseline. That is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded, though, by Phelps. And there's going to be a foul on the rebound. That will be on Lauren Swetzik. That will be her first. So that will send Riley Phelps to the line to shoot 2. Free throw is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. She finally get a point in this period, or quarter, as Corey would like to say. Next one is also up and good. Yeah, I can't be consistent. I got to break it up once in a while.
You got to keep them on their toes.
Swetzik on the far side to Ramirez, now to Marquez. Her pass went to Bella Phillips, was right through her legs and out of bounds. So another turnover by the Mustangs. 13-10 Rebels, 5:25 to go here in the second period. Mustangs have yet to score in this second period. On the far side to Hop. Back up top to Cook. They get it across the midcourt. Shot down below is going to be up and no good by Phelps. Going to be rebounded by Lauren Swetzik. Swetzik into the corner. She had the ball tipped away from her and out of bounds off of Weld Central. It'll be Ava Taylor coming in for Bella Phillips. 5:01 to go here. Second period, still 13-10. Weld Central. Shailene Ramirez in possession of the ball. Cross court to Alleman, but it's off of her hands and out of bounds. Mustangs not real sharp tonight. Was that 7 turnovers?
Yep, I got.
So under 5 minutes to go here. The Mustangs still yet to score in the second period. On the near side is going to be Phelps. She's going to pass it on the far side, and that 3 is going to be up and no good by Weld Central. And then that is going to be rebounded by Hop, then taken away by the Mustangs. Layup is going to be no good by Marquez. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2, and that foul is going to be on Torrin Anderson. That will be her first. So Charlotte Marquez will go to the line to shoot 2. And now a timeout has been taken. Wiggins Electric. Count on Wiggins Electric for quick, efficient, and courteous service to keep you up and running. They provide you with the service and products you need at your most critical time. So coming up for the Mustangs, they won't be back in action again until Wednesday. They will be at Valley. Girls and boys both will be at Gilchrist for a Patriot League contest. So we'll see what Fort Morgan, if they can get off of this 10-point mark that they've had since the end of the second quarter.
I see them get some points in this second quarter and maybe get in the lead here again. Right now it's setting 10-13 Rebels, so coming back from the short timeout here, and we'll get this game back going here.
So Charlotte Marquez will go to the line to shoot her 2 free throws. First one is up and good.
It's a good shot there.
Yeah, looked nice. So finally got off that 10-point mark, 13-11, 4:33 to go. Benz shoots up, in, and out. Going to be rebounded by Tegan Hua, and then a foul. Did not catch who that was. That is going to be on Alleman. That will be her first. Team fourth. Both teams have 4 fouls here in this quarter. Ball is going to be not taken away. It will be taken away by the Mustangs. So turnover, Weld Central. Marquez all the way up. Nice layup by Charlotte Marquez. Ties it up at 13. Full court pressure once again by the Mustangs. Baseball pass down court. Back to
David Taylor with the rebound.
Taylor with the rebound after the shot went awry by the Rebels. Lauren Swetzik out at the point. Over on the far side to Ramirez. Back up top to Lauren Swetzik into the lane. And then she's going to take a step Her shot is going to be blocked. I think it was just the force of the block that knocked her down. So Brooklyn Coffin will come in. Yelena Ramirez will come in. We'll see who they're. So that will be Alleman. Then will take a seat. Swetzik will take a seat for the Mustangs. Coffin will inbounds left baseline of the Morgan bucket into Taylor. And then that's going to be taken away from Taylor, so a turnover by the Mustangs. Taylor, when she gets that ball, she's tall enough. She needs to get that ball up above her head.
Right.
So the other team cannot get to that.
I would agree with that.
Get to that ball. And that shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded
By
Brooklyn
Coffin.
Coffin. Yeah, she gets the ball down court quickly back up to Shailene Ramirez. She's going to drive it into the lane, kicks it off to Marquez. Marquez's three is up and no good. Rebound, a nice job there by
That was a nice strong
Yelena
rebound
Ramirez.
there.
The junior for Fort Morgan gets the bucket and the rebound. Weld Central drives it all the way down.
Nice block by Ava
She's
Taylor.
got to have about 4 or 5 already tonight. Should have been keeping track, and I wasn't. Marquez all the way down. That ball is going to be blocked.
Ava Taylor's got some nice height on her, so she can get those blocks pretty nice.
And then a foul is going to be called on the Mustangs after the turnover. And that will be on Yelena Ramirez. That will be her first. That's team foul number 5. So the Weld Central Rebels will be going to the line on any foul from here on out. So Holly Cook, free throw off the backboard and no good. 15-13 Mustangs on a 5-0 run here in this second period. Second free throw in and out. Ball is tipped around and finally taken by Taylor. Into the hands of Ramirez on the far side. Excuse me. Brooklyn Coffin. Marquez is going to drive it down. Oh. They're going to call a foul on Marquez. I didn't think Weld Central was set, but it doesn't matter what I think. So that will be a foul on Marquez. That will be her third. So she will take a seat. Lauren Swetzik back into the game. 2:34 to go, second period. Mustangs lead at 15-13. Ooh. Ball off at the head of Riley Phelps, but the Weld Central Rebels will retain possession. Phelps is going to be called for the travel before she heads to the basket. Well, when she headed to the basket, she shuffled her feet. So turnover. What do you got down the Rebels?
Basically 8 and 8.
Mustangs. Coffin underneath the Yelena Ramirez. Back to Coffin into the lane. It's going to be punched out to Lauren Swetzik into Ramirez. Now Shailene Ramirez, a three from the corner, up and no good. Can't buy a bucket. And that ball is going to be rebounded. I believe that was at Riley Phelps, I believe. Phelps into the corner now underneath the Hua. Shot is going to be up and good by Tegan Hua. Her second bucket of the night ties it up at 15 with 1:46 to go here, second period. Underneath, and that ball is going to be taken away. Telegraph that pass underneath to Taylor. If they're going to pass it into Taylor, it needs to be a nice high pass. Over on the far side is going to be Phelps. Now a turnover by the Rebels into the hands of Shailene Ramirez. Shot is going to be up and no good, but rebounded up and back in by Brooklyn Coffin, her first two-pointer of the night. Mustangs back in lead 17-15. Like a good block by Taylor, but they're going to call her for the foul. So Taylor with her second. And that will send Tegan Hewitt to the line to shoot 2. 17-15, Fort Morgan, 1:05 to go here, second period. Free throw is up and good for Hua. 5 points on the night for Tegan Hua, a freshman for the Rebels. Next one up, in and out, going to be tipped around. And a jump is going to be called. It will be possession to the Rebels. Girls need to be a little more aggressive on their blockouts for their rebounds. Weld Central with possession, and another block by Ava Taylor underneath into the hands of Swetzik. Under a minute to go here in this first half, 17-16 Fort Morgan. Brooklyn Coffin in the lane. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Hua.
Yep.
And she gets it off into the hands of Holly Cook. Cook on the far side now to Blake. Blake back to Cook up top on the near side. That's into the hands now of Anderson. Her shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Shailene Ramirez, then knocked out of bounds by Weld Central. So Shailene Ramirez, I have that for her first rebound of the night. 20 seconds to go here first half. Mustangs lead at 17-16. See if they can run it down and take the last shot. Coffin on the near side. I'm going to call a blocking foul on Weld Central as she drove it into the lane. And that will send Brooklyn Coffin to the line to shoot two more. And that foul was on Elizabeth Blake. That is her first. So this would be free throws number 7 and 8 here in this first half for Brooklyn Coffin. Right now she is 1 of 7. So back into the game will be Alleman and Phillips for the Mustangs. Taylor and Ramirez, Shailene Ramirez will take a seat. 8.9 seconds left here first half. Free throw, that one is up and no good. Going to be rebounded once again by Hua. 4 seconds. Into the hands. That shot, if it goes, will count, will be good, but it is not. So we have come to the end of, half number 1. The Lady Mustangs lead it here 17-16 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel, Corey Riddle back here at Stan Lappy Gymnasium. Girls will be getting back on the court here shortly. It looks like right now it should be possession to the Mustangs.
They did a little bit of free throw practice in there at halftime, so hopefully that little bit of practice pays off in this second half. I mean, they're putting up missing a lot of points there at the free throw line, so hopefully that makes a difference here in this second half.
Yep, so we'll see if they can get a bucket on this first possession. It looks like it will be Fort Morgan possession when they get the clock down and get it reset. This third quarter will be brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. One-stop shopping does exist. Gas, food, and all your travel accessories. Get off I-76 at exit 66A in Wiggins to visit them. Stubbs always has good food.
I know that. I think we both know that, right?
Yeah. So Lauren Swetzik will inbounds for the Mustangs far side. And she will get it into Shailene Ramirez. Back to Swetzik on the far right wing. Tipped out of bounds by Gracie Weber. So the Mustangs, Lauren Swetzik will inbounds. Cross-court pass into Shailene, back to Lauren Swetzik underneath to Bella Phillips. Now back to Coffin. Coffin's shot is going to be blocked and out of bounds. The Mustangs will retain possession as they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Lauren Swetzik to trigger it in for the Mustangs. Get it in to Coffin in the corner. Coffin corner, Now back to Brooklyn Coffin and picked up by Lauren Swetzik. Shailene Ramirez for a three up and
that was
good.
A good three
Shailene
right there.
Ramirez from downtown. That's what we've been waiting for. 7 points on the night by Ramirez. Ball is going to be tipped and taken away.
Nice turnover there too.
Turnover number 11 by Weld Central. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Coffin. That shot is going to be up and good by Brooklyn Coffin.
Nice start.
5 quick points by the Mustangs, 22-16. Now a travel is going to be called, so another turnover by Weld Central.
That was a nice start.
Mustangs will inbounds now right baseline of their basket. Lauren Swetsik looks to get it in to Shailene Ramirez. Ramirez going to drive it into the lane. Shot is up and good for Shailene Ramirez. 7 quick points here by the Mustangs.
I could see their quick timeout there. I could see that one coming.
So timeout by Weld Central. Man,
What was it? It was 15. What
it
was
was
it?
17 to 16.
17-16
Yep.
at the half.
Yep.
That's a quick what?
That's a quick
7 points.
7 points. 3 possessions, 7 points. That's the kind of efficiency we
7
like
points.
to
Yeah,
see.
in that 1 minute. Yeah.
So nice job by the Mustangs to come out at halftime and be aggressive, get their shots back, and it was nice to see Shailene Ramirez get that 3. Like I said last, I think it was against the Academy that Saturday afternoon. She had 21 points from behind the arc.
Well, there you go.
So
hopefully that's kind of coming back here a little bit. And
that last one looked
good. A little bit of mojo.
So Weld Central to inbounds, and they get it into Weber. On the near side now to Cook. Hands it off to Torrin Anderson up into the front court by Moda. Her shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded. It couldn't be controlled by the Mustangs, so the Rebels will retain possession, and they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. 24-16. They look to get it in. Do get it into Weber. Weber in the lane. Her shot is going to be up, in, and finally falls for Gracie Weber. Her first bucket of the night. Shailene Ramirez quickly across the half-court line. Ball is going to be tipped away from her and taken by Weld Central. Gracie Weber is going to lose the ball. And then they're going to call a double dribble on Lauren Swetsik. So back-to-back turnovers here by the teams. So Weld Central will take possession as they will inbound right baseline of their basket. That will be Riley Phelps. She gets it into Gracie Weber. Weber's 3 up but no good. Going to be rebounded by Ava Taylor. Into the hands now of Swetsik, and she gets it across the timeline. On the near side to Shailene Ramirez. They're going to get Taylor. Oh, not a good pass at all. I'm not sure where that pass was headed. Intercepted by Weld Central. Gracie Weber. Oh, that's going to be a trip on Brooklyn Coffin. That'll be her first team foul. Rebels will retain possession, and Coffin will come out. Yelena Ramirez will come in. Gracie Weber back into the corner now to Holly Cook, and that is an air ball rebounded by Bella Phillips. Shailene Ramirez across the timeline. She's going to get it off to Lauren Swetsik. Cross court to Bella Phillips, now to Ava Taylor. Right lower wing. Lauren Swetsik, her shot is going to be no good, and off of Fort Morgan out of bounds. So turnover on the Mustangs. Could not control it underneath. Lauren Swetsik gets in too deep. These Rebel girls are a fairly tall bunch. So on the far side to Cook. Now in the corner to Weber. Weber's 3 off the rim and no good. Going to be off the rim and out of bounds. So possession to the Mustangs. Kiara Alleman will come in for Bella Phillips at 5:13 to go here in the second half, third quarter. 24-18. Ball tipped out of bounds. Mustangs will retain possession. Kiara Alleman to inbounds for the Mustangs. And she does get it into Lauren Swetsik, and then her pass. Okay, it must have been tipped. I could not see that the railing here was in the way. So Mustangs will retain possession. Lauren Swetsik gets it into Ramirez. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe a warning on the bench of Weld Central. into the hands of Ramirez. Mustangs lead it by 6, 24-18. Underneath to Yelena Ramirez. Now to Alleman, to Shailene Ramirez. Her three is up and off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Taylor. Oh, could not come down with it. And that three is up and no good. Rebounded by Gracie Weber. Weber's going to stop at the three-point line, and she's going to launch it off the backboard and no good. Going to be rebounded, and a jump is going to be called. That will be possession to the Rebels, as they will inbounds now right baseline of their basket. 24-18 Fort Morgan. They do get it into Gracie Weber, now back into the corner, and that three is going to be up and no good by Holly Cook. Going to be rebounded by Moda. Cook once again, now underneath to Moda. And a foul on the Mustangs, and that will be on Ava Taylor, I believe. That will be her third. So Bella Phillips will come in for Taylor. Still 24-18, 4:23 to go, third quarter. You do get it into Gracie Weber. Up top through the hands of Torrin Anderson and taken by Shailene Ramirez. Nice way to get under control, and with the layup is Shailene Ramirez. 7 points in this half for Ramirez, 26-18, 8-point lead for the Mustangs. Now on the near side, that three is going to be up and no good by Holly Cook. I did not see who that was 22.
It was 22 that had the
got the rebound
on the
Riley
bucket.
Phelps with the bucket, and Yelena Ramirez now in the corner. She needs to get it back out, and does it. It's going to be taken away by Weld Central. So 26-20, 3.5 to go here. Ball on the far side now to Riley Phelps. That shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Kiera Alleman.
Yep.
And then the Mustangs throw it away. Turnover on the Mustangs. You got on them right now?
15. We've been jumping a little bit right there. So
they've already had 6 turnovers in this period, even though they started off hot. 26-20, 3:20 to go, third quarter. Back up to Gracie Weber at the point. On the far side to Cook in the lane. That shot is going to be up and no good by Moda. And now a jump is going to tie up, and that will be possession to the Mustangs. Get it into Ramirez. Being double teamed over there. Now to Yelena Ramirez. As she gets it up into the front court, it's going to be okay. I thought it was off of Yelena, but they said it's off of Weld Central, so the Mustangs will retain possession as Lauren Swetzik gets it into Shailene Ramirez. Back to Swetzik underneath, and now it's going to be a foul on Weld Central as the entry pass was knocked away, but on the back of Yelena Ramirez. And that will be on Jocelyn Moda. That's correct. That will be her fourth. Into the game will be Torrin Anderson. Moda will take a seat. Mustangs to inbound right baseline. Shailene Ramirez now to Marquez, who has come in. That's going to be a reach foul on Gracie Weber. That is going to be her fourth. So she will come out. Elizabeth Blake will go in. Mustangs get it in to Marquez, now to Ramirez on the far right wing. Up top to Swetzik, now to Marquez. Marquez into the lane. And she does retain possession, gets it off to Ramirez. Back up to Swetzik. Ball tipped away momentarily. Swetzik comes down with it. Now she's got a timeout. Is going to be called by head coach Brett Anderson. Nice timeout. There's Lauren Swetzik was all covered out there about mid-court and could not find a relief point. So Van Wyck Insurance from over 60 lines to help you find the right one to fit your budget. Stop in and see Van Wyck Insurance at 508 West Main in Sterling.
Mustangs, got a 6-point lead here right now, 26-20 Mustangs. Like you were saying, I mean, they had, 7 turnovers since they came out with a really impressive hot start. Just I mean, I don't know. I think that they're doing good. I would like to see them slow down just a little bit on those turnovers and keep this lead. And I think they'll be good for tonight. But just
Yeah, they just got to. Yeah, they've already got what 6 turnovers. They only had 9 in the first half. They've already got
I mean,
six.
I was really impressed with that. And
They've already got 6 just in this third period. So
just slow down a little bit. I mean, it's a fast-paced game either way, but just do better. I mean, there was one of those passes that was just like right to Weld Central.
yeah. So Fort Morgan gets it into Shailene Ramirez. Back to Marquez. Marquez is going to drive it down to Yelena Ramirez. That 3 from Shailene in and out.
That looked like it was going to be
rebounded. It's going to be a tie-up, and that will be possession to the Rebels. 2:23 to go, third period, 26-20. Fort Morgan is not pressing as they had done earlier in the game. That is Elizabeth Blake now into the corner to Anderson, back up top to Blake over on the other side, and now into the lane, and that is to Anderson. Shot is going to be up and good on the layup by Riley Phelps.
And she's out. She's fouled on the shot too.
And that foul is going to be on Lauren Swetzik. That will be her second. Yes, correct. She got the shot, and she will go to the line to shoot 1. She was 2 of 2 in the first half. In and out, rebounded by Swetzik. 26-22, 2 minutes to go here, third period. Lauren Swetzik gets it off to Ramirez. On the far side, now underneath the Bella Phillips into Yelena Ramirez. And she is going to be called for the travel.
Turnover of Mustangs there.
26-22, a minute 46 to go here, third period. Boys game to follow this one. Up top to Blake, now into the lane to Riley Phelps, and she is going to be called for the travel. Full court pressure though by the Weld Central Rebels. They get it into Lauren Swetzik. Nice split there by Swetzik. I thought that should have been a travel. They didn't call it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Yelena Ramirez finally comes down with it. Shailene Ramirez with a 3 in and out. Going to be rebounded. They're going to call a jump. That should be Fort Morgan possession. Kind of helter-skelter there for a little bit. Ava Taylor will come in for the Mustangs. Yelena Ramirez will come out. So Lauren Swetzik to trigger it in for the Mustangs with a minute 19 to go, third period. Got it into Marquez. Marquez is tipped away from Marquez, and she gets it back. A foul is called. See if that's going to go on Weld Central. And that will go on Holly Cook. That will be her first. Team third. Mustangs to inbounds. They get it into Taylor. Taylor's shot is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Torrin Anderson. Now on the far side to Phelps. Her 3 is in and out. Going to be rebounded by Anderson. Layup is going to be up and no good. Then a foul is going to be called on the layup. And that will be on Ava Taylor. That will be her 4th. So that will send Riley Phelps to the line. She just missed a free throw a minute ago. That one is off the side of the rim also. Western Engineering Consultants. Since 2003, they've been providing big firm product with small firm relationships. Visit westerneci.com for more. 26-22, 57.1 seconds to go, third period. Free throw is up and good by Riley Phelps. 3 of 6 from the free throw line for Phelps. Mustangs get it in. They do get it into Coffin. Coffin's pass is going to be finally taken away by Weld Central. So a turnover by the Mustangs. Now turnover back to Fort Morgan. Marquez on the right wing to Bella Phillips. as Marquez cuts through the lane, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Weld Central. So the Mustangs to inbounds right baseline of their basket. Marquez to trigger it in. Get it in to Coffin out of the three-point line. Now to Shailene Ramirez straight away. Marquez going to drive that baseline up. Nice up and under there for Charlotte Marquez. 6 points on the night for Marquez. 5-point lead, 28-23. That should have been a travel. She sat down. That shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Anderson and then taken away. There's going to be a reach foul on Allie Weber. That will be her first. So 10.8 seconds to go here, third period, 28-23, Fort Morgan. Lauren Swetzik gets it in to Marquez, back to Swetzik, into the hands of Shailene Ramirez, down to 6 seconds. 4 seconds, let's see if they can get a shot off here. Swetzik needs to shoot it. Layup is going to be up and no good at the buzzer. So the Mustangs will go to quarter number 4, up 28-23 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel, Corey Riddle back at Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan. As Weld Central with possession, the Mustangs lead at 28-23, outscored the Weld Central Rebels by a count of 11-7 that third period. That shot is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded once again by Weld Central, and that three is up and no good, going to be rebounded by Lauren Swetzik. Then we got a bloody nose here on one of the Weld Central players, so she's going to have to take a seat, and they're probably going to have to get things cleaned up here. It looks like the trainer for the Mustangs got her over there right away. Probably going to check and make sure there isn't any blood on the floor. Apparently not. Looks like they're going to continue on. Lauren Swetzik the inbounds for the Mustangs into Coffin, back to Swetzik. Spin move, she gets it up to Shailene Ramirez. Shailene Ramirez going to drive it all the way down and then kicks it back out to Swetzik. Now to Shailene on the far side, near side now to Marquez. Marquez into the lane, her shot is going up and good. Charlotte Marquez. 8 points on the night for Marquez. 30-23, 7-point lead for the Lady Mustangs. Over on the far side to Cook. Now back into the lane to Moda. And that shot is going to be up and good from the baseline. That's going to be Riley Phelps.
Weld Central putting on a full court press there.
So Marquez, looked like she was bumped pretty hard, but nothing called. So the Mustangs are going to get back on defense. Allie Weber gets it back on the three-point line. Over on the far side to Gracie Weber. Weber on the top now to Cook out at the point. Now to Riley Phelps in the lane. That shot is going to be up and no good. Nice hustle there by Lauren Swetzik. I have 5 rebounds for her. I don't know what you've got. So Shailene Ramirez
2, 3, 4.
to Lauren
5.
Swetzik. Now to Bella Phillips in the left corner, back up now to Charlotte Marquez, to Coffin at the right elbow, but she is going to be called for the travel. So too many empty possessions here for the Mustangs, but still lead it by 5, 30-25 with 6:11 to go. Now the Mustangs are going to start pressing once again into the hands now of Phelps. She's going to drive it all the way down, and the bucket is going to count, and Bella Phillips is going to be nailed with a foul. That will be her first. But Riley Phelps with a bucket, and she will go to the line to shoot 1. 13 points on the night for Riley Phelps. 30-27, Riley Phelps bends, shoots, nothing up. Thought it was going in, but it did not. Going to be taken away finally by Brooklyn Coffin. So the count remains at 30-27, 5:55 to go underneath the Marquez. Marquez now to Coffin. Coffin's shot from the free throw line is up and no good. She gets her own rebound back, and no good. Bella Phillips with a rebound, and she can't get it. Gets her rebound back, and that will finally end up in the hands of Weld Central. into the hands of Weber. Now that ball is going to be tipped away, taken by the Mustangs. So turnover by Weld Central. See if the Mustangs, looks like a reach foul, nothing called. Now on the near side to Swetzik. Marquez is going to drive that baseline. Shot is going to be up and no good. She liked that little underhand layup, but
Yeah.
she got that last one. This time she did not get it. That is going to be on Riley Phelps. That will be her second, and that will send Charlotte Marquez to the line to shoot 2. She is 2 of 4 so far. That was off to the side of the rim and no good. This is where you can win the games here, girls. You got to make these free throws, especially in the fourth quarter. So she will go back to the line to shoot free throw number 2. That is rolls around and does not go in. Going to be rebounded
by Moda.
To Moda. Over on the far side. That little jumper is going to be up and good once again by Riley Phelps. 1-point game here for the Mustangs, 30-29. Brooklyn Coffin now to Swetzik. Swetzik 3 up and nothing but the bottom of the net. Nice shot there by Lauren Swetzik. Her first points of the night come from behind the line. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Lauren Swetzik. 33, that's a big shot. 33-29 by the Mustangs. 4.5 to go. Fourth period over far side to Marquez. Marquez is going to drive it in and kick it back out. Oh, that's going to be off of, it was tipped, then off of Coffin and out of bounds. So Yelena Ramirez will come in for Bella Phillips here at 4:23 in the fourth period. That was a nice big three that the Mustangs
pretty
needed,
aggressive this last quarter here.
So 33-29, 1 team foul apiece for the teams on the near side to Anderson, back up top to Blake, and that 3 is in and in. It rolled around, but it finally goes in, and that was Elizabeth Blake.
Oh, threw that away.
And then the Mustangs
threw that ball away there.
Throw it away once again. So 33-32, only a 1-point game here with 4:03 to go, fourth period. Blake brings it up over on the far side to Allie Weber, and then Weld Central throws it away. Coffin all the way down. Her layup is going to be up and good. Brooklyn Coffin, coast to coast. 7 points on the night for Coffin, 35-32. Now into the hands of Weber. Weber's shot is going to be up and good for a deuce. That's Allie Weber's first. Mustangs can't get pulled away here. They make a basket. Weld Central makes a basket. That 3 is up and no good. Rebounded though by Yelena Ramirez. And then she goes up and gets the bucket. 4 points on the night for Yelena Ramirez. Now a timeout will be taken by Weld Central. So between some of the turnovers, the Mustangs are getting some points in there, enough to stay ahead. It seems like when Weld Central gets to within a point, then the Mustangs will answer with another bucket.
That's what it seems like. Right now, the Mustangs have 18 turnovers. I mean, that's actually tied up 18 and 18.
Okay. But a lot more turnovers this half than they had the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Weld Central with 10 in the first half, Fort Morgan with 9. So right now, Fort Morgan with, well, it's been 9, but they had 6 in that third period. So
yeah, they, like I said, they
period.
came out really strong in that third period, and I don't get me wrong, they're still doing good, but you know, you've got a 3-point lead right now, 37-34 Mustangs, 3:14 left in the game. So let's see how they do here in this last little bit. Just keep it up, girls.
Yeah, they came out strong, as you said, in that second half. They went on a 7-0 run to start that third quarter, and they have not given up the lead since then. So into the hands of Gracie Weber on the near side, and that 3 is going to be up and no good by Holly Cook. Going to be rebounded, and then it's going to be a travel called, so that will be a turnover
for the
by Weld Central. So let's see if Fort Morgan can go down and get a bucket here. Either a 6 or a 5-point lead would look nice here with under 3 minutes to go. Charlotte Marquez to Luna Ramirez on the near side to Shailene Ramirez. That three is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. Shailene Ramirez.
That's what you were just talking about. 6-point lead.
40-34, 2:40 to go. Underneath the Moda.
There we go, girl.
That ball is going to be taken away by Brooklyn Coffin, and then it's going to be turned right back over to.
Good job doing that jump.
They're going to call a jump before everybody hits the floor. So possession to the Mustangs, so they will get it back. Ava Taylor will come in for Yelena Ramirez. Nice job while Yelena was in there.
Nice job doing that jump, grabbing the ball and trying to get that jump there rather than letting Weld Central take it all the way down.
So Fort Morgan to inbounds. They get it into Brooklyn Coffin, and that three is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Moda. 40-34, 2:18 to go here, fourth period. Underneath, and back out to Cook. Over on the far side to Weber, back to Cook on the high left wing, and that is going to be off the backboard, no good, and finally taken away by Marquez.
Ava Taylor back in the game.
Underneath to Brooklyn Coffin. Coffin layup is going to be blocked out of bounds, so Fort Morgan will retain possession. 40-34, minute 56 to go. Lauren Swetzik the inbounds for the Mustangs. Left baseline of their basket, and they do get it into Shailene Ramirez. Now to Marquez, to Lauren Swetzik underneath to Ava Taylor.
A little bit
back
of time.
to
there you go.
Coffin, and layup is going to be too hard and off the backboard and rebounded by Riley Phelps. Over on the far side to Phelps. Now on the near side to Gracie Weber. Cook, and that three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Taylor. Nice job by the Mustangs. Shailene Ramirez is going to bring it up. Going to slow it down a little bit, up 6 points. Make them come out and foul you. Now to Coffin, now to Marquez. Marquez almost traveled with it. Shailene with the three. Off the backboard and no good. And that was rebounded, I believe, to Phelps. And then a timeout is going to be called by Weld Central. So we have a minute, 7 seconds left here. The Mustangs up 40-34. Some big baskets here in this fourth period. A three by Lauren Swetzik and a three also by Shailene Ramirez. Yelena Ramirez with a bucket along with Charlotte Marquez, and Brooklyn Coffin also with a bucket. So the Mustangs continue with the lead. Miller's Landscaping. You put so much time and effort into your show animals, offering a wide selection of livestock, feed, and supplies. Stop by 19645 County Road Q in Fort Morgan.
See if the Mustangs can hold this lead here. 1:07 to go in the fourth quarter. They can keep up the pressure. I think they're going to walk away with this tonight. So we'll see what happens.
So we've got to have a good defensive stand here as the Rebels get the ball in.
They need to start
into the hands
the clock.
Into the lane. That was a travel. Yep, and they got it. They called it.
Good.
I believe that was Torrin Anderson with a turnover. The Mustangs get it into Ramirez. Under a minute to go now. Now a foul, a reach foul, and that's going to be on Torrin Anderson. That will be her second. They got a lot of fouling to do here. That's only the second team foul. They've got to get 3 more before the Mustangs go to the line. So 50 seconds to go here. Shailene keeps the dribble alive, now gets it off to Swetzik. They're going to have to come out and foul. Lauren Swetzik, and now a foul, and that'll be on Holly Cook. That will be her second, only the team third. So no foul shots yet for the Mustangs. Shailene Ramirez with it. Weld Central's going to have to foul if they want to try to get the ball back. Nice job by Shailene just to dribble it out. And now a foul is going to be called on Gracie Weber. That will be it for Weber. She will be out. That is foul number 5. So she will be disqualified from this contest with 31.8 seconds. 14 fouls. So the next foul by Weld Central will send the Mustangs to the line. As Swessick gets it into Marquez on the right wing. And that's going to be team foul number 5, and that will be on Torrin Anderson. That will be her 3rd. So that will send Charlotte Marquez to the line to shoot 2 more. She has not been real good from the line tonight. She is 2 of 6. But that's the important one right there that goes in for. Makes it a 7-point lead with 27.5 seconds, 41-34. There's a little equipment adjustment going on by one of the Weld Central Rebels. Marquez bends, shoots, and it rolls out. It's going to be rebounded by Torrin Anderson, 41-34, 20 seconds to go. Blake over on the far side to Phelps. Little jumper is going to be around and out. It's going to be rebounded. Could not see who that was. Going to be rebounded, though, by Ava Taylor. With 10 seconds to go into the hands of Shailene Ramirez. Mustangs are going to win their 6th over to Brooklyn Coffin, 41-34. As time runs out here, as the Fort Morgan girls will even their record at 6-6. They win it here against Weld Central, 41-34. We will take a break and be back with the post-game show on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We're back at the gymnasium here in Fort Morgan. The Lady Mustangs win it by a count of 41-34. Scoring for the Lady Rebels is going to be Riley Phillips with 15. That'll be followed by Tegan Hewitt and Holly Cook, each with 5. Elizabeth Blake with 3. And then 2 apiece for Allie Weber and Gracie Weber. And then 2 also for Torrin Anderson for their 34. For the Lady Mustangs, leading the way tonight is going to be Shailene Ramirez with 14, followed by Charlotte Marquez with 9, 7 for Brooklyn Coffin, 4 apiece for Bella Phillips and Jelena Ramirez, and 3 for Lauren Swetzik. And that will total up for the 41 for the Fort Morgan Mustangs.
For the Fort Mustangs, for their turnovers tonight, they had a total of 18. 32 on the rebounds, goes as follows. Coffin with 6. Jimenez with 1. Zetwood with 6. Ramirez 1. Elman 1. Marquez 2. Phillips 5. Ava Taylor 8. And Shailene Ramirez with 2. You're going to talk about player of the game?
Yeah, let me do a free throws here real quick.
Right.
Neither team doing real good. Fort Morgan only 4 of 16. The Weld Central Rebels were 5 of 14. Player of the game, Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030. Better Electric is proud to bring you our game archives available on our social media. So I think we're going to go with Shailene Ramirez tonight. She had 14 points. 2 big threes there in that second half, especially that one there in the 4th period that stretched it out there to 6 points coming down the stretch there. So we will send it back now to the studio, and for the program that Ben Blecka does on mental health, you are listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.